Lauren Weinberger and the American Heart Association.
What's behind that new TV in the lobby?
Cool hobbies and some different kinds of sports.
What's next for Henry Wynn?
All this and so much more.
Good morning, Staples.
Good morning, Staples. I'm Brad Payne.
And I'm Chris McKinney.
It is Thursday, May 2nd. We have a good show for you today.
But before we begin, can you all please stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Up first is an announcement from Lauren Weinberger about a special upcoming event.
Hi Staples, I'm Lauren Weinberger and I'm a senior here at Staples High School. I wanted to tell you all about a really important event that I'm having this Saturday here at Tokay Hall in Westport. I'm having my third annual benefit concert for the American Heart Association called Listen to the Beat. I started the concert back when I was a sophomore because the American Heart Association was a charity I was really interested in and wanted to raise money and awareness for. Heart disease runs in my family, and so I couldn't think of a better cause that was, no pun intended, nearer and dearer to my heart. I'm sure heart disease affects either someone you know or someone in your family or people even in this community that you might not even know that well. So it's really important that you come out and support the community and this amazing cause. Not only that, but it'll be a night full of amazing entertainment from nearly 23 Staples students. So come down this Saturday at 8 o'clock at Tokay Hall. Tickets are $15 for students and $20 for adults, and all proceeds go directly to the American Heart Association. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you this Saturday.
Thanks, Lauren. In the last 2 years, Lauren has raised over $10,000 for the American Heart Association.
Congrats should go to Lauren. Let's all turn out this Saturday and support Lauren for all her hard work.
We also have an announcement from Tyler Crowder and the Staples rugby team. They're having a fundraiser which we on GMS want to support. Here's Tyler.
Hi guys, I'm Tyler, and today the Staples rugby team has a very important game today. Special meaning for us. We are dedicating this to Matt Causey, our captain's sister. Unfortunately, she died this year. She was autistic, and this month is Autism Awareness Month. So we are helping autism awareness by having a fundraiser after school. We'll be selling food, drinks. We'll also be having gear like hats, shirts, wristbands, and stuff. Come out and support our team, not only for us to win against Simsbury, but for us to help support autism awareness. And that's it for me, and let's throw it back to the host.
Thanks, Tyler, and good luck to our rugby team. Now it's time for Jacob Meisel and the weather.
Good morning, Staples. This is Jacob Meisel with your Thursday morning weather report. We're looking at generally sunny skies across the area today with high temperatures in the low 70s. Tonight, low temperatures will be getting down into the low 50s under mostly clear skies. These sunny conditions will persist through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some clouds moving in later in the weekend and a chance of sprinkles Friday night, but that's about it in terms of precipitation or cloudiness. Very nice weekend with high temperatures in the mid-60s, low temperatures in the low 50s. Can't really say that I see too much rain for next week either, but there's definitely a chance later on in the week, so check back on Tuesday for more information. Now back to the hosts.
Thanks, Jacob. Looks like we are in for some more good weather.
Up next is a piece by Anthony and his group. They were interested in knowing the backstory on the new TV found in the Staples lobby. Here's what they learned.
Hello, my name is George Coakley's. We did a piece on the new TV in the front of the school. Here's Mr. Doting, here's Mrs. Zito to show you more about the TV.
So, Mr. Doting, why did we get a new TV?
Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, the other one was 6 years old. It used LED technology, and the LEDs were burning out. And to replace the LED packages would cost more than it cost me to buy a new TV.
So, what do you like most about the new TV?
That it does more. I mean, it's easier to look at, but what I really always wanted was a picture of the student when we display the birthday, because when I look at the names in the morning, I know some of the kids. I don't know all of them by name, but by seeing a face, I can say to a few more kids, if I remember the face, good morning, Sally, or good morning, George. And it makes me feel happy. Plus, we can just do a lot more. If you notice, there are some pictures of the robotics team and soccer team, and I'm going to send an email to all the teachers saying that if one of your clubs does something extraordinary, take a picture and we can display it up there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's Mr. Zito to tell you more about the TV.
All right, George. So here's how the birthdays work. If I knew it was your birthday, I basically, and here's how I'd know it's your birthday. I do have a spreadsheet with everybody's birthday that's sorted by the date. Now I've got to find you right now, so I would go in here and basically click on Find. Put some letters here. Now I wouldn't normally have to do this, but here's why I do. Your student number is 100-4135. I then have to go into this thing here, which has all of the pictures, but they're by numbers. So we said 100,
4135.
100-4135. Double click there, and there you are. So I go in here, highlight it, edit copy, go into here, edit paste, edit transform scale, and then stretch that out and move that in there, and then I pop it up. So that's how the birthdays work, and that's how they go up on that screen there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zito and Mr. Dodig, for showing us a little more about the new TV. It looks really cool. Now back to the hosts.
Thanks to Mr. Dodig for writing the check to pay for the TV, and to Mr. Zito, who works each day to post all those birthday announcements. Up next is a piece about the recent successes of our JSA chapter.
Alex and John put this piece together for us, and here it is.
Hi Staples, I'm Chris McKinney. Just letting you know that this last weekend was Spring State for JSA. It was their final conference of the year. So I went out to Andrew Bowles and Mr. D'Amico to get their take on what happened. So let's start with the first question to Mr. D'Amico. What is Spring State?
Spring State is the third JSA convention of the year, and like all of our other conventions, there's a lot of debate between students. They debate different political topics, but the real excitement about Spring State is that it's the elections for our state offices. So for example, Jacob Meisel, who's a senior, was the governor of the Northeast state, and this is where he was elected last year. Our president this year is Andrew Bowles, and our vice president was Jack Dobrich, and they were both fantastic. I think one of the reasons, that at Spring State, we won 19 Best Speaker Awards. We had, 4 Best Moderator Awards, is that our leadership has really, taken hold, and they, more than anybody else, are responsible for making sure that the chapter stays together and is prepared for all of our events.
Also, what are your future plans for the club?
This week actually starts the exciting process of nominating officers for next year. Next week, in the great tradition of JSA, we'll have a candidates forum where they'll get to, essentially debate each other and take audience questions, and then the week after that we'll know who our new leaders will be.
Hey Bowles, do you think you could explain to us what JSA really is?
JSA is the Junior Statesman of America. It's the largest student-run organization in the country. At Staples, we have a chapter where we have about 50 members who are involved in the organization, both here, where we put on events here, including we watch the presidential debates together. We do a lot of political activism through that. And at a state level, this past weekend we went to what's called Spring State, where 50 of our members met with over 500 kids from all over New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts to talk about contemporary political issues, to debate about them, and to start talking about the dialogue that's going on in American politics today.
So are there any more JSA conventions going on this year?
In addition to the fact that we meet every Thursday after school, we will have an event going on in New Rochelle, New York on May 18th, and I believe there's an event in New Jersey coming up on June 8th. Both of those will be a great experience to learn about what JSA is. I know there's a barbecue happening after the event in New York on the 18th, and it's really just a great chance to get involved, to learn what we're about, and to see what JSA is like.
Thanks Alex and John, and congratulations to the member of JSA here at Staples.
Jeff and Cyrus put together our next piece. They were interested in learning more about the Staples Debating Club. Here it is.
My name is Cyrus Burris, and my partner Jeff and I decided to take a look at the Staples Debate Team. What is the Staples Debate Team?
We voluntarily on Wednesday afternoons participate in CBA-oriented tournaments once a month. Furthermore, we also participate in tournaments outside of the CBA.
What do you do at meetings, and how can people join?
Going to be going to just making sure that we have registration all cleared up, and just asking people what they want to do moving forward when it comes to tournaments, planning some team building events, and furthermore just scheduling for bake sales. Also, we tend to occasionally have practice debates, and we're going to have some more of those in varying styles, but yeah, that's generally how we allow meeting time.
What does the debate team debate about?
In the CBA tournaments, they tend to sort of everything tends to stay current events oriented, and yet some of the CBA tournaments can be a little bit random. Like, I call to mind a debate we had last year about microgeneration, so it's just sort of out of the blue. Generally, we debate topics that are, I guess, salient to the current condition of the United States, while being something that's going to generate interest and going to have some controversy surrounding it. I'd really encourage people not to get intimidated by the fact that it's a debate team and you either have to speak well or just, I don't know, have a high time commitment, because I think ultimately debate team is for anyone. You can just email us, show up to club. If you want to, tournaments are optional, but if you want to, show up for tournaments. And ultimately, it's just a lot of fun, and it's a really great team that I would recommend for anyone.
More about the debate team. Let's go back to the host.
So now you know. Be careful not to start an argument with any member of the debate team. These people really know how to argue, and you'll most likely lose. And now it's time for some news.
Hi, I'm Hannah Dickinson, and here's the news. If you are interested in joining TAG next year, applications will be sent to your school Gmail account. They are due May 22nd. A teacher recommendation form is attached, which is due May 20th. If you have any questions, you can visit Chris Lamone at his office across from the cafeteria or contact a TAG member. The Staples High School Junior Prom will be held Saturday, May 18th from 7 to 10 p.m. at Staples. Tickets will be sold after school through this Friday in room 2038, which is the Social Studies and English Learning Center. Tickets are $60 per person and can be purchased with cash or personal check. Each student or guest attending the prom must have a junior prom signed contract, completely filled out in order to purchase a ticket. You will not be allowed to purchase tickets without signed contracts. The athletic trainers are asking any athletes that were entered and loaned crutches by their office to return them to the trainers or the athletic office. Please also consider donating unused crutches. Please contact Sue Skutnick in the athletic office if you have any questions. And now back to Brad and Chris with sports.
Up first, Anthony and his group are back again today with a piece about one of the more unusual but interesting sports that seems to be catching on among many of our students.
The sport is parkour, and here's a piece about Oliver Tonsberg.
Hello, my name is George Coakley's, and this is Oliver Tonsberg, and he does parkour, and we're here interviewing him today. So how'd you get into it, Oliver?
It started about 3 to 4 years ago now. I just went into it because it seemed like a great sport to learn and to follow, because it was all like this motion and stuff like that.
Sweet. Well, where do you practice?
I could practice, I usually practice at a gym up in Fairfield, up at DCA. They have a parkour gym where you can just train with mats, but I usually go outside now because the weather's getting nicer.
That's pretty nice. What's your favorite trick?
My favorite trick is probably the side flip or the front 180.
It's pretty cool. Alright, do you want to show us something right now?
Sure.
Seems like a pretty cool sport. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, now back to the host.
Thanks, Ollie, for sharing your interest and passion for parkour. Good job, Anthony.
Grace, Nikki, and Fallon put together this next piece, which is about Henry Wynn and his remarkable career here at Staples as one of the most outstanding athletes. Here it is.
Hi, I'm Grace, and me, Fallon, and Nikki interviewed Henry Wynn, the varsity track runner at Staples High School. We interviewed Henry about his track career and what he likes most about running. So, Henry, how long have you been running track for?
I've been running since freshman year.
How did you decide on track?
I decided to do track because my freshman lacrosse coach told us that we either had to lift or run track, and I decided I didn't want to lift, so I just started running.
Who's your favorite runner and why?
My favorite runner is Usain Bolt, just because he's got a lot of charisma. He's a fast dude, and he seems like a nice guy.
Do you have a mentor that has inspired you throughout your running career?
Yeah, my biggest mentor would have to be Malcolm Watson, my coach. He's always with us, and he's taught me a lot about the sport.
What college are you running at next year?
Virginia, baby! Woo!
Have you met the team, and do you feel like you fit in pretty well?
Yep, I met all the guys. I went down there for an official visit, and seemed like a bunch of cool guys, and felt like I fit in pretty well. I plan to run in college, and I'll see where it goes from there. No real plans yet. Virginia, best school in town. World record, baby, Olympic gold medal. Ain't nothing else on my mind.
Now you know a little bit more about Henry Wynn. Now back to the host.
That's our show for today. The Period 8 class will be back with you next Tuesday.
Have a great weekend, and make sure to come out and support Lauren Weinberger and her efforts to raise money for the American Heart Association. Bye, Staples.
Stay safe.